This is a ignition lock from a 2002 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500, and they called the bike a Meanstreak. And what I need to do is I'm going to make a key for it. The key, I think, for this lock is a KW14. You see it goes in. But I'll show you. I'm not going to file a key. I'm going to have it professionally cut. And I'll show you how I get the code off this lock to cut the key. The first thing I need to do is get to the lock cylinder, and I need to do that from the back. And there's this electric switch here, which I need to get take it off. So first step is to cut this zip tie, and these screws are Japanese, so make sure you use you can use a regular Phillips, but you risk rounding out the screw. So I'm using one of those JS Japanese standard drivers. And I've got this on a towel so that things won't roll if they fall out. Also, there is, make note of this notch here so you can reposition things correctly. And I also have a Sharpie to mark things just in case. And this comes off of here like this, and then I'm going to mark this just in case. I just noticed that the mark I made on this didn't really mark, so I wiped it off, and it may not mark. I can tell that's there. But I don't think you can put this together wrong, but I'm not sure. There's two springs on the other side of this, so if you lose these and you have to put this back on, just put a little bit of grease on them and they'll stick to this piece. And then there's this plate, just comes out. And then on the also notice that the shape of this end of the cylinder, the shape of the metal piece at the end of the cylinder fits inside of this piece. And this piece is turned all the way. I've got it turned all the way to the off position, I think. And then this, where's that screwdriver? This piece looks like a wafer, but it's not a wafer. It's just used to hold this cylinder in place. And once you pull this in, you can push the cylinder out the front. But before I do that, I got to go get some picks to be able to do that. So I'll be right back. So this is a little harder than I thought it was going to be. What's preventing this from opening is that this cylinder, this part of this cylinder in the back here, this piece here, needs to line up with that groove so I can pull this out. And I can't because the lock is locked. So I need to pick this so that I can turn the cylinder to the position it needs to open. I'm not going to film picking a lock or showing how to pick a lock, so When I get this open, I will be back. Alright, so I finally got this lock picked open, and it should come out now. And here it comes. And when you're taking this out, you want to be very careful because these wafers will want to pop out. And here's the cylinder. And here is the bitting. Bitting just means there's 4 possible cuts in this key, and 1 through 4, and a 1 cut is a no cut. So when you stick a blank key in here, the 1 cut will push the wafer so that it's flush with the cylinder. Like this one right here is a 1 cut. This last one is a 1 cut. And I believe these are 2, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. So when you read these keys, you always start closest to the head of the key. So that wafer, I believe, is a 2. That's a 4. 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. So I would write that down. Two, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. And then you can have a key made with that number. Here is the lock with the cut key in it, and the way you get this cylinder back in is you have to take the key out. And everything with this lock that I thought would be easy has been difficult. So I need to line up this part of the cylinder with the notch so that it will go through. And then you got to come around the back here, and you need something real thin. I'm using a pick. And you need to press that the thing that holds the lock in place. Then I need to turn the cylinder and push it through. And there it is in place, and then put the working key in. And there's nothing to hold the that's where the lock was when I got it. And what limits the rotation of this cylinder is this piece right here. So putting that in is the next step. So this plate goes on the back like this, and this is what limits the rotation, I think. Or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, actually it does. It connects the cylinder to this piece here that limits everything. And this goes on here like this. These balls ride in those grooves, those holes. And this is where I marked it, and that's the side that I marked it on. And then I didn't notice this before, but this piece is notched right here. It fits in that notch. Goes like that. And then let's put the key in. And there's 3 positions. And then this goes on here like this. And the screws go in. And just double check. And then check it again. I didn't check all the keys before, and that's it. I forgot one last thing. Zip tie goes on this part. I'm just trying to hurry because the battery's about to die. And now we're done. Thanks for watching.